Hey, how's everybody doing? I see Quentin. Quentin says up fee. Hate my pet sometimes. What I wrote was, if I was a barbecue caterer, my initial fee would be up to $200. She should change the date. My comment still live on. Change the date. Huh? Wait. I'm finishing out this bit of the palmetto moonshine. I'm a fan of what I get from my guy more than I am of this. And good old Monster for the boys. Alright, let's see here. I'm not gonna doing a whole bunch of. I gotta go out after I finish. Let's see here. All right. This fee will be $200 off the muscle. I call it a fire fee. Okay. Chachi pays people to eat his food. Also, Chachi set up his live to go. Boy, I'm trying to read this. Go live 2 hours long. I see you changed the date. I said, wait. 23 hours early. I changed the date to 8/28. I must have. Oh, I did schedule it for tomorrow. Whoops. I don't know, Quentin. We'll see how I feel afterward. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. I'm like, what are you talking about? 24 hours early. Don't. Nothing scheduled for Labor Day yet. But it is only Wednesday. What ends up happening for me is I'll get to my own Thursday. It's like, yo, can I get X, Y, and Z? Hojo says, anyone cooking for Labor Day weekend? As stated, not yet. Bumpy's watching on the big screen tonight. Hey, old Dash and everyone. What up, Bumpy? How you doing this evening? I saw a statistic that said, I think it was like my analytics said that let me go into the analytics and I'll tell you that there are, let's see, audience, watch type, where is it? Watch from, no. Content, let's see, where is it? Somewhere I can see. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How yours find you? There is a Jimmy, Bumpy, Dave, what's up, everybody? I got an on-site event on Sunday. Nice. Quinn says, so my brisket that I paid too much money for, overcooked it a bit, but it was great for sliders. Took it to work, and the whole team was loving it. Took it off at 207 internal. Yeah, that's too high. It probably was falling apart. When you see, and I've talked about it before, when you see me slicing brisket, sometimes the bottom edge or one of the corners will be a little overdone, and it'll start to peel apart and just like fall apart. Oh, come on, why can't I find what I'm looking for here? Overview, let's look. Watch time, is it? No. I'm trying to find the percentage of people who, let's go to advanced mode maybe. All right, viewer type. Content, no. But so I went and I was looking through. YouTube does this thing where they send you, you can see like your metrics, your wrap up, like your metrics in a like abbreviated form. And it told me that people watched my channel on televisions. It was like 30%. So I was trying to see, let's see, audience watches. I know I could find it to show me where or how folks watch. Let's see more. All right, no watch time. Of course, I'll find it after not looking at it. Anyway, all right. So sorry to hear that. So Quentin, I want to keep telling you. I keep telling you that you have to babysit your cook. I'm sure it probably raised up in temperature in the middle of the night. I'll say more, but it maybe got away from you just a little bit. So by the time you woke up in the morning, it was further along than you thought. Mark R says, "Hey Dash, did my first smoke Saturday. 17 pounds of pulled pork. Followed your helpful tips from last week, and it was a hit." He said it took almost 24 hours. Holy cow! That shouldn't have taken that long, man. Prancer Dasher comment. Are you still using a grill gun? I have. I haven't used it in quite a while. The grill gun is rather finicky. If you don't use it like straight on, it just doesn't work very well. And I had it attached to a propane tank, like a 20 I think 20-pound bottle or 30-pound bottle. And if I tilted it down, I would have to unhook the entire thing, hook it back up, because there was like a safety mechanism in it that if you tilted it too far, it would shut off. So it became more of a pain in the butt than anything. So I just used the $10 one I got from Harbor Freight. Bumpy says I will talk about my on-site event on tomorrow's video. All right. Oh wait, so you had one on Sunday, or you are doing one on Sunday? Maybe I missed it. I got an on-site event. Okay, so you have one on Sunday. So I guess you're talking about you're prefacing. All right. I'm like, oh, totally fell apart. My fault. Slept waiting on my meter to beep. Tell me it's at 202, but never happened. Checked in, the meter was reading 209. Great, it was my fault. Okay. Mr. Red Ford, how you doing? Howdy. Okay. Everyone went above 230. Nice. My last 2 brisket was great. Sold out this past weekend. Nice. Shade Tree Shack, what up? He says, howdy all. Madwood, what up, Terry? How you doing this evening? He says, hey, yo, Dash, what's up? How you doing this evening? Excuse me. How's everybody doing? Okay, so we're going to be talking about the issues leading up to my event on Labor Day Sunday. Nice. Shade Tree said, good, sir. You all well? I'm all right. I'm here. Maintaining. Dang, I wish I could find the, I'm trying to think. Where is overview content? There's returning viewers. I know in here I could find out where, like, how people are watching. I did refill water after 3 hours. Nice. I just found out today I have skin cancer, so I can't be outside for a couple of days. Holy cow, Terry. Terry, can you catch a break, dog? before I went to sleep at the 4.5 hour mark. Nice. The water pan. That sounds like a pretty decent. Though I won't say I'm lucky in the fact that in Vicky, the water pan at the bottom of Vicky, I think at its max is like 10 gallons. I've measured it before, but I can't remember. In Bessie, it was like 14 or 15 gallons of water. And Bernadette held like a crazy amount. It's like closer to 20 gallons of water. The only pan that I would normally fill up is in Vicky from time to time if I was doing a really long cook. But I do have some clear in my cup, blind man. So I'm finishing off. When I went to Florida a few weeks ago, we stopped in South Carolina, and we stopped at a liquor store right across the street from Buc-ee's, and I got some Palmetto Moonshine, which is distilled in the state of South Carolina. This is South Carolina's first legal moonshine, white lightning. It says it's 105 proof, but I'm not a fan of it. After having it, I'm a fan of what I get from my guy more so than I am of that, and it was just a little bit left, so I said I was gonna finish it tonight. So let's see. Mark says the piece was one solid piece of meat based on temp per hour per pound stated 23 hours. My final temp was 202 at 23 hours melt mouth. Holy cow, that just seems like a lot, dude. I would have, I mean, I don't know what controller or what were you using to gauge that, because what you could have like probably done was cook it for, let's say, 6 hours max at two and a quarter, 250, and then bump the temperature up to 3, maybe 3.25, and it would have shaved that time down to like it would have been way shorter. Also, you said that your temperature was at what temperature were you smoking the meat at, Mark? I just, I don't like people wasting fuel when they don't have to. Shade Tree says, do I like apple pie moonshine? I do, but I'm a bigger fan of clear, and then I can mix it with anything I would like versus the apple pie. I haven't actually taken, so I get every now and again I get some moonshine from my guy, right? And I haven't taken any of that moonshine that he's given me and made apple pie with it yet. I've been doing other things, like I've aged some. I've tried, all types of different things. I think I might have a quart around here somewhere that I might be able to make an apple pie with, but I have to find a decent apple pie recipe. Quentin said use a smokeware water pan. It's a pretty good piece of kit. Expensive, but it saved my bad skills, yeah. Man said, Terry, I hope it's not too serious. Yeah, exactly. So like, do you have to get that removed? Can you, like, I won't say how does that work, but you can go into as much or little detail as you like. Quentin said, I definitely have the confidence to do more briskets. They don't seem as difficult as the internet warriors make them out to be. They're not. It's all about patience. Definitely about patience, and preparation. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Mark says using cherry wood splits on Oklahoma Joe. No pellets for me. Kept temp between 225 and 275, like you said. Baby sat on it. All right, sounds like a pretty dope cook. I don't say. I just wish you would have maybe finished it up a little faster. All right, so let's talk about it. I've had a few folks reach out to me. I'm gonna say within the last week, but I've had a few folks reach out to me recently. I have a 40 person. I have a 40 person event that I'm scheduled to do October 5th. And then I got called yesterday about a 75 person event for I don't say someone in the city, but a department in the city. This lady called me and she's like, I found you on Yelp, and I'm, trying to get some information. So yes, so I have to work on her estimate right now. I do my estimates a little different. I'm gonna say my bookings a little different. A lot of times you'll find people will charge per person, like a per person fee. I don't really like charging per person. I charge. Oh, thank you.
You said you're hungry.
I am hungry. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My wife just hit me with a sandwich and told me to eat the food. All right. Thank you. I like to charge by what I'm actually cooking, so that I'm not overcharging people. I feel like people, they feel better when they know exactly what they're getting, if that makes sense, versus saying I'm going to charge you $20 per person. Because it's like, well, what does that get me? So I break it down into each individual thing. They can see what they're getting, and then to me, I won't say to me, but then I feel like they understand what it is, and those costs aren't, let's say, as hidden, but people understand that. They froze it today and have to wear that hat that covers my ears. Okay. Peach cabochon is good too. All right, Shade Tree. Patience for sure. I start early in the morning and not do the overnight thing. My only question is, do you have a fire fee as I listen? I don't. But what I end up doing is, I hate stupid fees, right? Like everybody else. Get to do a brisket. I'm not gonna lie, brisket would be an excellent name. Brisket. Yeah, like brisk and biscuit. And you serve your briskets on biscuits. Hell yeah. All right, let's see here. Let me get caught up. All right, so I'm gonna take a bite in a second. What up, Steven? How you doing this evening? Shoot, what was that? Estimates. I like to, like I said, break things down, and it gives a person a better understanding of where their money is going, if you will. I'm going to take a bite of this sandwich because it's delicious looking. Lettuce and pickles and meat. Oh. Well. So Quentin asked, has anyone canceled on me while I was cooking? Yes and no. I was doing an event for my son's past school, or one of the schools they went to when they were younger. And the event, it was a gala. And the gala happened in the winter. And the gala happened in the winter. And we had like they were calling for snow. And they postponed the gala. Well, the problem was I had already cooked majority of the food. So when they postponed it, I'm like, what now? So I didn't really go into panic mode. What I ended up doing was just selling off all of the food that I cooked via Instagram, I'm saying enough. And then, all right, so Shade Tree. What up, Victor? How you doing? Mark says, enjoy, Mr. Dash. Sandwich looks great. So there's lettuce. I'm up from go top down. There's lettuce. There's some hot and spicy or sweet and spicy pickles. There's turkey pastrami. There's corned beef, and some of the turkey ham too, or the other turkey too. The honey turkey. American cheese and some QP mayo. I don't want the hot dog bun was toasted. Potato. Gotta be potato. All right. Thank you. Salmon Santa. There's what's the name buns in there? Like regular hamburger buns.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I thought mini hoagie.
Okay. Quentin, why don't you like QP mayo? He said Dukes all day. You crazy. Hellman's, QP. That's it. Because it ain't Dukes. You crazy, dog. Oh, man. My bread fell apart. Did I mention the lettuce?
Lettuce is that thing?
No, I don't know if I mentioned the lettuce. When I was asking, I did. Okay. Yeah, that's why I do full payment 7 days before an event. But as explained tomorrow, I don't always hold that policy when I should across the board. So I've done that too, and the whole thing was this. Bumpy, they paid me for the event. I was fully paid. Everything was boom, done, almost finished. And then they said, "Hey, we're canceling the event." And I'm like, "All right, well, I sold everything and then just bought everything again the next week and cooked again." So, I mean, it wasn't like I was out any money. I actually made a little bit more money because I was selling things individually versus like selling it for the like discounted catering, bulk price. And then the next week I just cooked the same stuff all over again. Almost miss you are deep in the world, accidentally deleting shorts. This is so brain. Dude, everyone else wants a new way. Quentin wants to know if his initial fee upfront is a bad idea. It's not a bad idea if you can justify that cost. We're all collecting money for the meat up front as well. I'm thinking 3 payments, my initial fee, and the cost of meat up front. Last payment when I drop the meat off, and then sample it with, and good with it. No, so the way I do mine is anything under $1,000, you get 2 payments. I won't say your first payment. Anything under $1,000, the way I have my deposit set up is that you cover like 55-60% of the cost, and I just kind of round up. I don't have like the event that I'm doing for in early October. The guy's cost was like $750. The deposit was $400, or what I was asking from him was $400. He was like, "Hey, I'm going to send you 5, just to secure the date." So what that deposit does is it secures the date, and obviously it pays for a good majority of the meat up front. 7 days prior to the event, the balance has to be paid. If the balance isn't paid, then I don't proceed. I would at that point refund, but I have a statement that says you get 90% of your deposit back, because PayPal used to give you 100% back as far as refund, but they don't any longer. Ask me how I know. I had to cancel on someone last year, and actually it wasn't last year before, and I had to eat some of the fees that were associated with it, with the cancellation. So now on, if there's a cancellation, I take 10%. I think I'm billed 4 or 5%, so I'm still making a little bit. Read off an example. Okay. Look, yeah, Bumpy says now what I'll do is if it's over $1,000, I'll break it up into 3. But that third payment is due to make the to hold the date. And then I'll do like the other third 30 days out, and then the last third 7 days out. Just to cover my butt. I want to make sure these people are serious. Nope, shade tree up front. I'm not playing any games. What does that 500 include? It was, I won't say it includes the meat, but that was just a deposit. I'm really just trying to get like 50% of the cost, but that 50% will more than cover the cost of the food. Everything else is pretty much profit. Oh my gosh. Get out of here with that. You don't get, no, go away.
It's hard to learn.
Go, I understand. Cut a window outside of an only accept silver and gold.
You got me. Mom, you're so strong.
I told the person I needed half down, and they said they didn't want to do it, so I told them to kick rocks. I can't do it without a deposit. Yes, he just got in the house.
Okay.
Number 2.
Yes.
Quentin said hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so the whole thing is just shade tree shack. And anyone else? Goodness.
He got me up here.
I don't say that. The whole thing is, I have to make sure these people are serious. If they're not serious, shade tree. So number 2 and number 3 are here, plus my wife, of course. So the missus. Everyone is saying hello. Sister number 2 is walking my wife around on his back. It's a randomness. So I said randomness. Oh, here. Bumpy is here. Bumpy also said hi.
Hi, everybody.
He said number 2 is his favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poet Pride on 3.
Yep. Catch on the watch.
No, dude. Here, put the gum right in that napkin.
I'm speaking.
Put the gum in the napkin. All of it. All right.
I guess all of
Thank
that
you.
one piece.
Thank you.
I got it.
Put it in the trash. Go get the trash and take it out. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
All right.
PPO 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo.
Poet Pride. God. Quentin called you his wingman. What? Why are you drinking that? Why are you drinking that? That's not for you. That's not for either. Seriously? I put it in the refrigerator for me.
Oh, I thought it was for me.
No.
Oh.
I do so. No. Oh. Can't have nothing around here.
I thought it was mine.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, sorry. I thought Mama got a new one at the store.
No, I bought 2 yesterday. One for you because I drank yours, and one for me.
Yeah, because I thought that one
No.
was what you got.
Goodness gracious.
Just now saw her drinking.
Yeah. We've been sharing.
He said PPO 3. Yeah. Victor says howdy to the 3 Musketeers, pretty much. So Dash, I'm calling you right now. Hi. Is this BBQ Catering? Yes, Russ, it is.
It's a.
So, I used to hate when people said that when he was a kid. Boy, you look just like your daddy. Family functions at the best. Love is all around. You wonder where they get it all from, yeah. I like the place to order with yourself and be busy. Is the staff acting up? Yes, they are acting up. The staff is definitely acting up. They are drinking the boss's vitamin waters, if you will. Hello, Russ. How are you? How can I help you? All right. So I need a brisket. Cuts the staff pay for real. They are literally eating my profits. I'll pick it up. No, so Russ, there's no picking up a brisket. I usually say deliver it. Unfortunately, I don't deliver. Excuse me, I don't. I don't say allow, but I don't do pickups. I deliver it. A whole brisket currently is going to be $225. The cost of beef has gone up just a little bit. Number 2 check is rock. Hold on. Stone his. Plus, whoever crosses his path, it's great with the sledgehammer. How much this weekend? Well, that's for an 8-pound brisket. 8-ish, a little bit more. How much this weekend? $225. Russ, if you tell me you're gonna come this way, I'll prepare one for you. But you gotta let me know. Deliver to your closest Walmart. That's exactly it. I will meet you at a Walmart. There is a Walmart not too far away, and that is one of the places where I do meet people. Let me bump my fire fee up. I have a Target card. He told me to deliver it to the nearest Walmart, and he has a Target card. No, sir. No dice. Hey, be easy, Bumpy. Thank you very much for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you, man. Take care. Keep up the positivity when you're out there doing your thing. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I know I talk about it all the time. You need to listen. Some woo more. It's not that I need to listen. Sometimes I just don't digest all of the lyrics. I knew it was a rap lyric. I just didn't know which one. It is Wednesday. I need to dedicate, listening to Woo more on Wednesdays. Yo, the conversation y'all were having yesterday. So this is my buddy Taj. Taj, everybody, Taj. I'm like, I caught half of it, and then the other half of it I wasn't catching it because y'all were just going on a rant. So there was a group chat between some of the homies from back home, and they were talking about a whole bunch of stuff. They work in a similar industry, and they were talking about their industry. Then they started talking about Wu-Tang and in the industry, and I was lost in the conversation, lost in the sauce for sure. $225? No, that would be $225, and then it would be shipping. Where in Missouri are you? Because you anywhere near Kansas City, I don't know. We might have to talk. There's 70 is right up the street from me. I'd get on 70 and boom, go straight across 70. This is the IRS. No. Do you charge a delivery? Yes, I do. So the delivery starts at $5, and usually it's capped at about $20. So $5 for anybody that's in the same zip code, and then it kind of grows from there. When I have to do deliveries in different counties, so like Montgomery County, Carroll County, PG County, the delivery fee is usually about $20. Most people don't have a problem with it. Most don't balk at it. But what I do for, like on Thanksgiving, I'm not charging people $20 when I'm going from like one person halfway across the county to another person across the county. I just set a set delivery fee of $10 on a major holiday because I'm like, I'm delivering to everybody, and I'm not trying to beat people up. But yeah, that was all rush. Yeah, blame it on him. Sean, what up? How you doing, man? So I just want to apologize for those of you who were, I was on it for a while, and then I went on vacation, and the vacation threw me all completely off. I had some videos banked while I was on vacation because I was on vacation for 2 weeks away from the house, and I had barbecue videos set up. I had pew pew videos set up, but like being on vacation for 2 weeks, I just had to get back to the swing of things. So tomorrow I do have a video. It's kind of a, I don't say a cheater video, but you'll see it tomorrow. Or if you stick around late enough tonight, I will, let you guys see it. But it's a quick video just to kind of get myself back into the swing of things, of filming and editing and everything like that. But nonetheless, it's definitely not a Lone Star Grills video. Yesterday, what are you folks talking about? So Victor, I was talking about my friends were talking in a group chat. If you can go to KC, then we can meet. Oh yeah, shoot, that turkey traffic. I'm charging $40 that way. Yeah. God. Got a price $3,500. I'm way behind as well. Semester just started. So been tied up with teaching. Teaching? You teach, Sean? I know you were an accountant. At least I thought you worked in accounting. I didn't know you were. Are you like an adjunct professor as well? Dog. All right. Just go that way or that way.
There's no mirror right there, so I want to do it right here.
I bet $700. It isn't a big green egg video. Ha! It's not. And no bet, no love on the barbecue channel. Only 2 hours north of Kansas City. 2 hours north. Holy cow! Sean says, "Cheers, everyone! I haven't finished my drink." Quentin, stay out of grown folks' business. Good night, buddy. Taste Hustle number 2. Say good night, everyone. Yeah, I'm an adjunct on the side as well. Dog, Sean, I'm with you, man. I used to do that too. I taught computer. I was looking at my resume. I looked at my resume the other day. I did not realize I taught from 2009 to 2013. Hold on, let me look back at this. Downloads. Resume a. Yeah, 2009, October 2009 to January 2013. Holy cow! I stopped teaching 11 years ago. 11. I didn't realize it's been that long. Yeah, I taught at the American Career Institute. I was an instructor. I taught CompTIA A+, Network Plus, Linux Plus, and Microsoft MCDST. Microsoft Certified Desktop Service Technician. They don't even have that certification any longer. That's how long ago it was. It's changed to something else completely different. But yeah, like I said, I was looking at my resume the other day or yesterday. I was like, oh no, Monday. I was like, damn. I was in Japan in 2013, almost leaving San Diego, finished my military career. Nice. Hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Are free. Oh, and subscriptions are free all week. Yes, definitely. This week only, the subscriptions are free. Next week, I'm going to charge you. So, don't wait. Don't hesitate. Taught myself bowling. That's about it. Oh, that's where you got the almost like love, but your affinity for bowling. All right. So it's Q39. Yeah, I was about to say it's either Q32 or Q39. It's Q30 something. All right. So Shade Tree Shacks is 3.5 hours southwest of Kansas City. Hit up Slaps. Never been to Slaps. Been to Arthur Bryant's. Hi, may I help you? Gates, of course. Jack Stacks. Ooh, goodness gracious. I could go for Jack Stacks right now. Ooh, I could go for Jack Stacks. And then Q39. Q39 popped in after I had been to Kansas City last. Sean said I have 3 courses right now, and I just started a new job in June. The mental gymnastics, I had to put my YouTube dreams, I guess he's about to say, on hold. Yep, guessing. There was literally nothing else to do on base. Zero things. I just went back and read the whole Joan. As I looked down when I hit thumb. Oh, Joe's ribs. Oh, yo. So, is Kansas City Joe, KC Joe's, or Joe's? Because they changed the name because there was like 3 partners and then they split and then they sold the name or changed the name because I don't know. Yo, that one right there, was it Joe's? What it was a gas station, but I don't know what the hell they put on those French fries that were at Kansas City Joe's. We had a bowling alley or a small E-club, which was overrun with male Marines trying to hit on one Japanese bartender that didn't speak English. I went to the bowling alley. Kansas City Joe's, yes. Kansas City Joe's, yo. I was so upset that they only did burnt ends like one day a week. And we went on the day that wasn't the day that they did burnt ends. I was pissed. Her tips must have been epic. Joe's, yes. So, but like I said, me being in the barbecue community, I hear about different things, and I heard about Kansas City Joe's or KC Joe's, the name changed, and then they actually, I won't say sold franchises, but there was a Kansas City Joe's that came up in this area, and it was in Northern Virginia. And it got all the way up here, and then like 6 months, 8 months after they got here, they had to change the name because of this whole debacle with the naming situation, yada yada. Oh, we got that name, we have in trouble. Blindness to David. Dave, my bad. Shoot. Everybody has a normal name and then a trouble name. My trouble name used to be my first and my middle name. Everybody. All right, so we started talking about estimates. You have to kind of go out and do the legwork. I guess her tips covered were epic as well, yeah. Sam Jones barbecue. I don't know about that one. Of course, lettuce. Sorry. All right, so same for me. First and middle nickname was Dennis. After Dennis the Menace. FCB, he said, "Yo, what up, Dash and chat? How you doing, man? How you doing, FCB?" I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna go get another energy drink. My middle name is Adam. ADAM. Jimmy sent me a picture. I say I can't see it. Oh wait, I can go to Instagram. Susie! She says, "Hi, Dash and fam. Good evening, Susie. How are you? Hopefully all is well with you and yours." FCB says, "I'm glad the summer finally broke." Or he finally broke. Summer was miserable until recently. Next week, that hat can kick rocks. Come on, son. So it was like in the mid 70s and 80s last week. It was beautiful. Today it was almost 100 degrees here in Baltimore. I got Arthur Bryant's original sauce delivered sometimes, or I get. Oh man, go Birds! Yes, indeed, Quentin. Susie's like, "Yay, she's clapping for the Eagles." Yes, indeed. Roller Smoke Barbecue. What up, everybody? He says. What's up with you, man? How you doing this evening? Oh, Quentin said, "Go Birds." Yes, indeed. I converted him. Yes. Ooh, did the Phillies win this afternoon? Please tell me the Phillies won. Let's see. Phillies. Philli. Phillies. Oh, no. They lost 10-0. Goodness gracious. 10-0. Oh. Phillies. Oh.
But this is the right way to
Goodness gracious. I don't say they split. They didn't split. They won 2 out of 3 of the series. Do you quote by the pound? Yes, I do. Dave, I do quote by the pound. So what I end up doing is I ask the person that is coordinating the event how many people they are expecting, and then I quote based off of what I end up doing is, so let's say we have, excuse me, let's say we have 50 people, right? And this is one that I've done quite a few times, so I can do the math in my head. Grumpus, what's up? So how I break this down is I say, okay, you're having 50 people. I recommend a half a pound of meat per person plus a 25% overage. So 50 and half is 25 times 1.25 is a 25% overage. That comes out to be 32 pounds, 32.5 pounds. So what I would recommend to the person having that event is I say, all right, we can do a couple different things. I can say, all right, well, let's round down to 30 pounds. And then I'll say 10 pounds of beef, 10 pounds of pork, 10 pounds of chicken. Or we can do like 33 pounds. And we'll do 10 pounds of beef, 10 pounds of pork, 10 pounds of chicken. Other times, if, like this 75 person event, the lady told me that her coworkers are cheap. And she was looking to save a couple dollars, so I won't even quote her for beef. She asked me to give her the quote just so she could tell the people how much it would be if they got the beef. But what I will probably end up doing is just, what she will probably end up doing is just going with a pork and a chicken quote, which is, nothing crazy. I won't say upsell her, but I did tell her about the fact that I smoke salmon. So even when you are trying, like up against a, like a hard stop, as people have a hard budget, you can kind of sneak some things in there by telling them about other things. And then what she might end up doing is saying, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get some salmon, and then let's drop the other protein down by a few pounds so we can actually afford it. Sean said bear down. Nope. Yeah, Grumpus, I saw 10-0 Astros. Oh, I mean, y'all lost 5-0 last night. So this is nothing. And y'all lost the game before. Yo, did you see that error last night? How did three of the Astros players, you had second base, I think it was second base, shortstop, and center field, or second, short, and center all came in to catch a ball. Actually, it was 4 players. It was second, short, left, and center. 4 players came in, and they dropped the ball. It was ridiculous, and I saw it live. That should have been on SportsCenter's Not Top 10, for real. And hi, Grumpus. Trash Stros is for sure. Get the garbage cans, Houston fans. Quentin says he likes to go and watch the Eagles sometimes, but he won't admit it. I know. No, I have not found that potato salad. Josh says your smoked salmon is so damn good. Well, thank you. Payback. Y'all barely got more points than we scored in the last 2 games tonight. I mean, come on. Mark said, have a great night, everyone. 420 comes early. See ya. I'll see everyone next week. Hey, thank you, Mark. Definitely appreciate you hanging out. That's how much is a full brisket up there right now. We are at $3.49 unless a good sale comes around. A whole brisket, I guess Susie's that from like HEB. That's where everyone seems to get their briskets from. But a whole brisket around here might be closer to $4 per pound. I haven't priced one in a few weeks and it fluctuates, so I can't even tell you. Bring out the moonshine and stop the yawning. So I drink a energy drink, and I was contemplating getting another, but I'm like, nah. You just can't. Just can't comment. Can't say it. Because then it happens. Quinn told me I was clever. Stop it, Russ. Don't you call her. Don't you wake that one up. He said, Laura. Grumpus said $3.49 for select is nuts. It's more than that for select here. Well, actually, not for select. It's choice. With choice, and then there's prime. The prime is like 35 to 50 cents more per pound. Brisket is $3.98 on Wild Fork. But you get that. I got that tiny little brisket. $6.98 for trimmed. Hell no. I had some ribs I did for somebody. I gotta put them in the refrigerator. Just looked up and dang. Small packer. I had the first time. All right. Goodness. But like I said, my normal recommendation is a half a pound of meat per person and then a 50% overage. Excuse me, 25% overage. Just for greedy folks and for seconds. Don't you do that. $8.98 for a flat, and it's just over 2 pounds. Nah, I'm not calling Laura with all that. No. Shade trees. This looks like early night. No. Don't even comment on it. Just ignore it. Ignore it. It was a sandwich. Thank you, Itis. It was the sandwich. Goodness. So what was your first gig as a caterer? So my first gig was actually for a credit union. The CEO of the credit union used to be my manager because I used to work at a credit union. Jimmy says it's terrible here. Found $3.96 and thought it was a deal. Yeah. All right. So my first catering gig was for a credit union. So as I was saying, the CEO of the credit union is a friend of mine. She's actually a mentor of mine. She was my manager at one point when I worked there. We worked at the same credit union. She moved on to a different credit union and then moved on to the credit union where she is currently. But she was my manager, and we, linked up via, I don't know if it was Facebook or whatever, and we would get together and have lunch. We would have lunch once a quarter. And once I got when I was laid off in 2014, actually 2015, I'm sorry. When I was laid off in 2015, she was like, hey, you ever thought about doing catering? And I was like, yeah. She said, well, can you cater an event at the credit union for me? And I was like, sure. So I told her yes and didn't even know how the hell I was going to do it. So I catered the event, and actually the anniversary of that event popped up on my Facebook timeline within the last month or two. And um, she's like, hey, you ready to do another one? Or you want to do another one? I'm like, hell yeah, just let me know. So, let's see. It definitely wasn't declared. No, definitely wasn't declared. I'm gonna let that one out. All right, let's see. Quentin says, all right, y'all, good night. Tomorrow's my Friday, and I need a hell early start. Close some cases. I know as soon as I leave, Marlon will show up. Yeah. Good night, Quentin. So the whole thing was, I did this event, and I catered it, and it went off without a hitch. Dropped the food off, and everybody loved everything. And later, I was like, I was telling her or talking to her about it, and she said, I ordered the food from you because you're my friend. She said the first time I ordered the food from you because you're my friend. I ordered food from you, subsequent times because the food was actually really good, and everyone at the credit union was asking for the food. So that first year, I catered for them maybe once a month, once every 2 months, and I'm gonna say they didn't get tired of it, but they didn't. I can tell you some stories. The worst was I catered. They would do a shredding day, like where everyone in the community could bring their documents they needed to be shredded, and they had a mobile shredder, and then they would shred the documents on site. So it was a community. It was a community day slash shred day. So, but the one time I did it, they had the health inspector, the PG County health inspector, come out, and this person was like, they busted my chops and made me reheat some food that was like 5 degrees under. And I'm like, I'm getting ready to put it on warmers right now. It'll be fine. The lady was like, nope, you got to bring it back up to food service temperature. Blah blah blah. It was a long day. It was a long day. Um, is Maryland covered under the 30 state thing? What 30 state thing? I guess are you talking about like a cottage law type thing? Cottage law that works for baking. So no, but I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to. Oh no, so there's no reciprocity in Maryland. Um, you have your Maryland concealed or wear and carry. So um, there's no reciprocity in Maryland. You have to have a Maryland permit in order to carry in Maryland. Um, Way to usher in the 10 o'clock hour with a bang, Russ. Literally. Uh, yeah, I can. I don't say I can get you some information for a guy that'll help get you cleared. I'm not going to read that, Victor. I'm not going to read that. Stop it, Stephen. Look, I'm getting ready. I gotta go run. I don't even know if there's room. I need to call dude back about the pew pew. Yes, indeed, definitely. Yep. Mm. Let me get these ribs in the refrigerator. Lullaby and good night. Lullaby and good night. SDBC is doing great. Thanks for asking, Steven. My oldest starts kindergarten next week. Oh my god. My oldest starts kindergarten. Oh my goodness. you doing okay? You need some help or you alright? I can't hear you. I am going to, you know, air conditioners now. Stream your picture. You ever noticed if Dash does moonshine, he does not yawn anymore? I do so yawn. I yawn more when I'm drinking the moonshine. I'm gonna drink a Coke. I'm like, that'll be better than drinking another energy drink. That shows the thing. My oldest is about to be 23. Bruh. My oldest is a freshman in college. No. Pew pews, pew pew pews. No speed shooting at the range. Nah. Out of my range, you know. I allow it. Not only do I allow it, I encourage it. I'm like, shoot as fast as you want to. It's your ammo. Just as long as you're being safe, I don't care. I'm gonna say I don't care. I don't mind. Speaking of the Pew Pew channel, I'm at almost 500 subscribers. I'm at 495 subscribers on the Pew Pew channel. Oh shoot. I'm going to post the link. And I closed the window to the chat with the live stream. Alright, so that's the video to the other channel. Y'all trying to put me to sleep. Does Susie miss? I'm trying to feel asleep during the live. I guess she did. Victor, or excuse me, Jimmy says that's nothing. His oldest is 40. Yeah. Nice. What up, Johnny? How you doing this evening? When Johnny comes in, I have to put on the hat. It's Johnny from YouTube Grill. How you doing, man? Hard to be number 16 Pew Pew channel. Nah. I don't do shots, but I cheer Dash on. Yeah? Working on the next blockbuster. That's what's up. It'll be out at Friday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. Russ said, whatever you got, just for a minute longer. Yeah, that'll do it. Let it sit and stew for a little bit. What? It doesn't always work that way, Russ. If the alcohol content in certain things gets too high, the yeast will die off, or the yeast will die off and can't produce any more alcohol. So letting it ferment longer doesn't always mean that there will be more alcohol. Next 9 Glock purchase is gonna be a Canic. Yeah, that's what's up. So you buying one on Friday? Huh? I had a dual stage still. Which one you getting, Sean? Which one? Which one? TTI Combat? Actually, oh, Reflux. Which one you getting, Sean? See, I'm stuck. I guess a trigger? You talking about, Russ? Okay. Now I see what you're talking about. I get it. Damn. Dual stage. Okay. Reflux. Nice. $184. Good God. 7mm Ultra Mag. Why? Bed early. Alright, good evening, Victor. Thank you for hanging out. I know even though it's not as late, it is late. Victor, take great care. Thanks again for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you. Just drank that Coke like it was water. Think orange jam glazed chicken this weekend. Ever do any fruit glazes on meat? I don't really. Not well. Yeah. I did some. I'm trying to think. Was it? It was. I think it was beef short ribs. I did, and I did like a. It wasn't orange. It was like an apple. It was like I basted them in apple juice maybe, and they turned out pretty good. But that was quite a while ago. And I don't think I filmed it actually, but it was like a sticky barbecue sauce / apple glaze that I put on these beef short ribs, and they were fantastic. What's the heaviest firepower of a weapon that you've shot, and when you have newbies come to you, what kind of guns do you recommend them? I still recommend revolvers. So I don't recommend revolvers because sometimes people have a hard time getting that action of the hammer down. Also, most revolvers are like 38 special or 380, which can pack a punch, and then usually there's a small barrel. Your police officer, old police officerness is showing in the fact that you have love for revolvers. I would give someone a semi-auto any day, and I would start them honestly with something that's 22 LR. So unfortunately a Glock 44 or a Taurus TX22, a Ruger SR22, or there is a Smith & Wesson 322. Even the FN 502 would be of the pistols that I would recommend. The most readily available would be a Glock 44, though. Not a fan of Glocks, but it fits the bill when shooting 22. Revolver, just I'm not a fan of revolver. I'm more of a semi-auto guy, and it shows. And the biggest, I guess, the biggest weapon I've shot. I mean, I used to have a show over top of my head. It was like the Lee Enfield was a huge round. But I've shot like hand cannon wise, a 50 cal Desert Eagle. I shot a 500 Smith and Wesson with like I can't even remember how big of a grain bullet it was, but it was crazy. It's crazy. So between the Desert Eagle 50 cal, the 50 AE, the Action Express, I've never shot a Barrett 50 cal. But like big rifle rounds, 308, and then 6.5 Creedmoor, and then that Lee Enfield was shot like a 30-aught something. It was bigger than 30-06. So whatever that was. But I don't shy away from most anything. I'll try it at least once. Russ said he wants a Glock 43X because they sent me the Hold Star by accident. Nice. I'm passing a message. Oh, I thought that apple was popular fruit, it seems, for me. Yes. Told me to keep it after proper one was shipped. Nice. You get to try this with some other. So, Shade Tree, I am not. I don't think I've shot the 2.0 metal yet, but one of my coworkers has something, and I'm not sure if it was a 2.0 metal, but we shot. I'm gonna say back to back. He shot the Canik TTI Combat, and I shot whatever Smith and Wesson. He's a big Smith and Wesson guy, and I'm a big Canik guy, and we shot them, and we both were like, "Wow, they're both pretty good." And he's like, "I like mine better," and I'm like, "I like mine better." But they both. I mean, we were both pretty darn accurate with them. But yeah, Russ said he likes Apple. That's all he uses. My love is SIG, actually carries a 9 and now 40. Just wanted your recommendation. Not a fan of Glocks either, but they're light and pretty accurate with training. I don't know about that. Glocks have a harder trigger pull. I would actually recommend if you wanted to, but this is one of those things where it's training. The training is going to do whatever it is you need to do. I'm not a fan of SIGs because SIG has had a reputation of firing by themselves. Look into it. The 365 has an issue with the trigger return spring wearing out prematurely. Like we're seeing some of those trigger return springs wear out in under 1,000 rounds. So that's not something that I would want to carry like with that track record. And then also some of the 320s and the other SIG models like the M18, M17, they are popping off by themselves in holsters. So, nope. My first 5 shots I missed, I couldn't miss again. Yeah, I've shot a 500 Smith & Wesson multiple times. There's a guy that comes into the range and he has a 500 Smith & Wesson, and then he has a load. It's a bear load. I swear it's a couple 100 grams. So when you see like your 115, whatever it is, it's like I swear it's like 500 or 600 grams, and they affectionately call this round a lipstick round because it's so much lead at the end of the round, and it's painted red or a bright color that they call it a lipstick round. And when I say I shot that thing, it was like, good golly, 500 Smith & Wesson with this lipstick round. Oh. Jimmy says EDC Canik. Yes, I EDC Caniks every day. It's not. I currently am carrying the MC9. But during the winter, I carry the Mete SFT. Yeah, cans are great. Pew pews. Yes. I have I want to say, yeah, I have a couple cans. I have a 9mm can and a 22 can. Hellos, not hollows. Wait. Not to change the subject, but I missed some hellos earlier. Hellos. I own a Markov 380 and was told it was a Russian police issue when I bought it. Nice. Makarov. So, I won't say 380s are. It's one of those things, right? So, I won't say I got into shooting 22s for my wife and my kids. My wife, I took her to the range before I started working at the range, and I'm like, oh, let's shoot this 9. And I put a 9 in her hand and let her shoot it, and she was just like, oh no. Like, she was ready to run out of the range after shooting it. And I'm like, oh wow, so let's try this 22. And she tried the 22, and she was a little bit better. So then I said, all right, well, I need to invest in some 22s so for her to shoot a little easier. And then I'm like, all right, well, obviously, it transitions to my kids as well. So between 22 pistols, 22 rifles, I don't say plethora, I have a few of them. And it's just one of those things where, like, the pistol that I have that my wife uses primarily for target practice and things like that, she can handle it and she can shoot it. But if I were to put a 9mm in her hand, she would be like, no. I have not let her shoot a 380 yet. I just haven't, because I don't own any 380s. I'm a fan of keeping like calibers. So I have 22, I have 9mm. I do own one 40 cal. And I bought it during the pandemic, and it was just because you couldn't get anything, and I was like, I'll take what I can get. And then rifle, of course, 5.56, 223. And shotgun. My body just converted his PP6 to 57. Alright. Just got my over the phone interview from a local. Nice. That's what's up. You're making progress. You may have run across a few 22 rounds cheap. I sure did. My uncle sent me some. My uncle sent me some 22 rounds. So it was fantastic. I still have some actually. But he hooked me up with a cigar box, and I was like half full of 22 rounds. And when I say my kids have thoroughly been enjoying that box, I have been pouring rounds into the cigar box, and then like I have a cup scoop that I scoop out and put into range bags at my feet here. I can't get the bag, but I have a case that I just take and put 2 scoops of 22 rounds in, and it's probably 300, 400 rounds in each scoop into my range bag. And when I say the kids go to town, they go to town. MP22 is a blast to shoot. Yes, indeed. My favorite pistol is actually I have a M&P 1522 pistol, so the short, and then I have a suppressor on it, and the kids love shooting that. Then I even have a few rifles for my daughter, some junior rifles, and one round at a time, boom, 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 boom. She has a good old time at the range, shooting one round at a time. Actually, it's been quite a while since I've taken them to the range. I need to take them back. I had one and traded it for a truck. Holy cow. Latest cookie type. She has not made any cookies lately. Taste tester number 3. What's the last thing you baked? You baked something like last week or 2 weeks ago. I can't hear you. She said she was thinking. Wasn't it the peanut butter thing?
No, No,
It was who? Hand pies? Oh, she made a cherry hand pie. So she hasn't made any cookies lately. So now that she talked about it, she's overdue, and she'll probably make some cookies this weekend. But with the fact that we were gone for a few weeks and then back to school, so school started back up. Russ said I have a Mossberg 22 semi in camo with a bent spring. I consider one of my most valuable. Yeah. Huh. How many broken pew pews do you own? Well, technically, it's one. I have a Keltec. Is it TP33? Shade Tree says oatmeal raisin, please.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I did that.
She did that. She did some oatmeal raisin cookies. Well, it was like an oatmeal raisin. Was it a cookie? It was cookie-like, but she put an orange glaze on top of it. It was actually... It was a cookie? Alright, she said it was a cookie, but she put an orange glaze over top of it, and it was pretty good. So I have a Keltec TP33 that I was cleaning it, took it apart. And the Keltec there's some 3D printed parts, and one of the 3D printed parts I completely destroyed, and I was just like, okay, time to pack this up and put it at the bottom of the safe. And then I have another one that is it a Mossberg? I'm trying to think. Is it the Mossberg 22? Mossberg came out with a little 22. It looks like an MMP 15 22. But the magazines suck. So like I've shot it I think once maybe. And I was like, alright, this is going at the bottom of the safe. Yeah. Shade Tree says, sweet, I'm in. Taste tester number 2 really likes oatmeal raisin cookies. He's not a big chocolate chip cookie fan. So yeah, like I said, now that we're talking about it, she probably will be doing something over the weekend. But we still have cookies over there that are in containers that we haven't gone through or finished. Shade Tree says Ruger 1022 with the tactic stock. So no, not a. So I don't. I do have a Ruger American. I do not actually own a 1022. I have a Ruger American, which is a bolt action, quiet ammo, and the suppressor. Yeah, we pop that one off here at the house. But I do not own a 1022. Like I just don't. I haven't. If anything, what I would probably get is the Ruger Precision Rifle or RPR N22, just because I would love to have a precision rifle. No breakaway. Shade Tree says squirrels, look out. Shoot. I'm not trying to bring any more or twist apart. I don't have a break. So I think Shade Tree is saying with the tactical stock, there is a tactical stock where I think it's a teardown, like a 1022 teardown. And you can kind of fold it all into the stock, kind of like one of those floating not Henry. There's a manufacturer where the rifle fits down into the butt stock and then it like floats if you were to drop it. I can't remember what it is. Alright, so I guess since we're talking about pew-pews, what's next on your list? A few years back, I bought a 22 air rifle for doing first in neighborhood apartments. Dang, that thing's louder than my 22 long. Yes, it is. The crack from a air rifle is ridiculous. My Ruger American Again, with the quiet ammo and a suppressor, bolt action is quieter than the BB gun that I have in the garage. The action is louder than the shot. Some assembly required, indeed, for that takedown. Susie Y40 cal. Russ says the 43X because holster. Alright. Oh, holster. Shade Tree says a Henry 4570 lever action stainless. Dude, I did a, I'll say I didn't do a video, but I showed a video on my BBQ channel of a suppressed 4570. Hold on, I'm gonna get the video for you. And my goodness, even though it was suppressed, you could see the dude wasn't struggling. But good night. Henry has a breakdown 22.